Warriors and Wonders, the astonishing legacy of ancient Sparta. Number 8. A warrior's paradise. Sparta was much more than just a city-state in ancient Greece. It was a beacon for warriors who sought to hone their skills and live by the sword. Strategically located in Laconia in the southern Peloponnese region, Sparta had two natural harbors, Gythium and the port of Piraeus, which were crucial for trade and military operations. Its access to the Mediterranean Sea enabled them to expand their influence over several Dorian city-states across the region. But it wasn't just its location that made Sparta a haven for warriors. It was also their unique approach to warfare. Unlike other Greek states that focused on perfecting the art of war during peacetime, Sparta lived and breathed war. They believed that citizens should be trained in combat from childhood and that military service was not a duty, but a way of life. In fact, Spartan boys were considered soldiers from the age of 7, when they left their families to live in communal barracks and learn the ways of the warrior. This dedication to martial excellence made Sparta one of the most formidable military powers in the ancient world. And if you want to immerse yourself in this world, there's no better place to start than at the bottom of the screen where our new series awaits. You can become a warrior by conquering various battlefields and honing your skills in combat. So don't wait, click that link, and get ready to embark on an epic adventure filled with action and excitement. Number 7. Wine-making prowess. Wine played a significant role in Spartan society, not only for its social and religious importance, but also for its practical uses. Spartans believed that wine could help purify the body and mind, and they used it in many of their rituals and ceremonies. In fact, every full moon, all adult male citizens were required to drink wine from a special mixing bowl known as a patera during the Syssitia, a communal dinner where political decisions were often made. Women, too, enjoyed wine, and it was common for them to own and manage vineyards. But Spartan wine was not just for drinking. They also used it in medicine as an antiseptic and a painkiller. Moreover, wine was an important part of their economy, and Sparta was known for exporting its wine to other city-states. The Spartans had mastered the art of viticulture, or grape growing, and they took great pride in the quality of their product. In fact, the historian Xenophon once described Spartan wine as being so good that it could make a man dance. Number 6. The Sacred Band. The Sacred Band of Sparta was an elite military force that became a legendary symbol of Spartan power and prowess. Comprised entirely of pairs of male lovers, this unique unit fought with unmatched ferocity and skill, earning both admiration and fear from their enemies. What set the Sacred Band apart was their unwavering commitment to each other and their willingness to fight to the death. Each member of the band was paired with a partner with whom they shared a deep emotional bond, and they were willing to sacrifice their own life to protect their lover's honor. This intense loyalty and bravery made them formidable opponents on the battlefield. The Sacred Band was first formed in 370 BC under the leadership of King Agesilaus II, and it quickly became one of the most feared units in the Spartan army. Their exploits became a thing of legend, and their courage and determination were spoken of for generations to come. However, despite their success on the battlefield, the Sacred Band ultimately met a tragic end in 362 BC during the Battle of Leuctra. Despite their best efforts, the Spartans were defeated by the Thebans, and the Sacred Band was wiped out. But their legacy lived on, inspiring awe and wonder in all who heard their tale. Number 5. The Mystic Oracle. In ancient Sparta, the oracular priestess known as the Manti was an integral part of religious and political life. Although less famous than her counterpart at Delphi, the Manti was highly respected and sought after for her ability to interpret the will of the gods. Her prophecies were said to be cryptic and enigmatic, but also incredibly accurate, making her a valuable advisor to Spartan leaders. According to legend, the Spartans believed that the Manti was chosen by Apollo Delphic, the god of prophecy, and she received her powers through a ritual that involved inhaling the vapors emanating from a chasm near the altar of Artemis Orthia. These vapors were believed to carry messages from the gods, and the mantis's ability to interpret them was vital to the health and well-being of the Spartan state. The mantis's role in Spartan society was not without its challenges. She was often forced to make difficult decisions that had far-reaching consequences, and she was not immune to the pressures and intrigues of Spartan politics. Nevertheless, the mantis's wisdom and insight were highly valued, and she played a crucial role in shaping Spartan history. Number 4. A flourishing economy. The Spartan economy was a well-oiled machine that contributed significantly to their impressive military and cultural achievements. The secret to their success lay in their unique approach to land ownership and labor. Unlike other Greek city-states, Sparta did not have large plantations worked by slaves. Instead, they had small farms owned and operated by independent farmers who were responsible for feeding themselves and their fellow citizens. This system ensured that the Spartans were not reliant on slave labor and gave them greater control over their own economic destiny. But it wasn't just agriculture that fueled the Spartan economy. They also had a thriving craft industry that produced high-quality goods such as pottery, metalwork, and textiles. These goods were not only used domestically, but were also exported to other city-states, bringing in much-needed revenue to the Spartan treasury. And let's not forget about their badass female warriors, who also contributed to the economy by raising livestock and managing households. Overall, the Spartan economy was a testament to their ingenuity and resourcefulness, and it played an essential role in their rise to power. Number 3. The Red Wall. The Red Wall of Sparta was a massive fortification that protected the city from invaders and symbolized the strength and resilience of the Spartan people. Standing up to 10 meters high and 30 meters wide, this imposing structure was made from huge blocks of hewn stone and was originally painted red, hence its name. It was designed to withstand the most brutal attacks and served as a constant reminder of Sparta's commitment to defense and security. But the Red Wall was more than just a physical barrier. It represented an ideological boundary between Sparta and the outside world. Within its protective embrace, the Spartans could live according to their own laws and customs, free from the influence of other city-states. It also served as a rallying point for the Spartan people, reminding them of their shared identity and purpose as defenders of their homeland. The Red Wall was a source of pride for the Spartans, and they took great pains to maintain it and keep it in good repair. Even in times of peace, it stood as a testament to their military prowess and their unwavering commitment to protecting their way of life. Number 2. The Apse of Apollo. The Apse of Apollo was a sacred precinct dedicated to the god Apollo located at the sanctuary of Amyclae in ancient Sparta. It was considered one of the most important sanctuaries in the Peloponnese and attracted pilgrims and worshippers from all over the region. The sanctuary was home to a number of temples and other structures, but the most impressive was the Megaron, or audience hall, which was used for religious festivals and other public gatherings. The Apse of Apollo was particularly famous for its oracular activities, and the priestesses who served there were said to be some of the most skilled diviners in the ancient world. Their prophecies were highly sought after and were consulted on matters of great import to the Spartans and their allies. But the Apse of Apollo was not just a religious center, it was also a hub of intellectual activity, and many philosophers and scholars made the pilgrimage to Sparta to consult with the local experts. The sanctuary was also home to a number of athletes and musicians who would perform in competitions in honor of Apollo. The Apse of Apollo was destroyed in an earthquake in the 6th century A.D., but excavations have revealed the remains of its once magnificent structures, giving us a glimpse into one of the most important religious sites in ancient Sparta. Number 1. Odeum of Sparta. The Odeum of Sparta was an ancient Greek structure that was used for musical performances and competitions in honor of the god Apollo. Similar to the Roman Colosseum, the Odeum was a large open-air theater that could seat up to 17,000 spectators. It was built in the 4th century BC and was one of the largest theaters in the ancient world. The acoustics of the Odeum were said to be perfect, and the stage was designed to allow for elaborate productions with multiple levels and a large orchestra pit. During the annual festival of the Hyacinthia, the Odeum would come alive with music, dance, and poetry competitions in honor of Apollo. The events were said to be so popular that spectators would travel from all over Greece to attend. The Odeum was also used for other public events, such as political debates and judicial trials. It was a central part of Spartan culture and played a vital role in the city's intellectual and artistic life. Today, only a few fragments of the original structure remain, but excavations are ongoing and archaeologists hope to uncover more about this ancient marvel. Thank you for watching. Do you know any interesting facts about the Spartans? Share your knowledge in the comments below and stay tuned for more exciting historical tales. See you next time.